know why I ever said Luigi lick my nipples. No, he doesn't get telefragged by the portal. He has to give up his life in order to open the portal, apparently. Yeah, quote 103832 is a query string. That's the quote, is query string. Okay. Carrying on. I had a lovely meal yesterday. Jay, my brother, made us a yellow Thai curry thing. It was really good.
Salve, friend.
Fucking loved it, mate.
Mind telling me who you are and what you're doing with that bow on your back?
He's checking the bow there. So let's take care.
Oh, sounds serious. I'm listening.
I need you to stop Fabia entering the empty shrine and tell the new arrival he'll find what he's looking for in there.
All right, let me see. Stop Fabia going in, but send the new arrival to the empty shrine. Understood.
Alicia's dying, but here's some Sith and take care of it.
Yulia? Oh no. All right, I can do that.
I don't care about the other guy. I don't have to keep paying off 2,000 an hour. Alright, that's it. Go as fast as
I'll
you
go. But once I'm done, I'll need you to tell me how you know.
Bye. I love this guy just like, I'll go do it. Rice is super easy to cook. She will guide me.
You, Sisyphus, attack or pursue the stone.
You don't even need a rice cooker. My brother always just goes for every like cup of rice or measurement of rice, he does that times like 1.5. So they'll do like a cup of rice, cup and a half of water, and he always gets good rice. So I'm like, oh, it's good enough for me. Yeah, you don't need a rice cooker to cook good rice.
All weapons are to be tossed into the chasm. Magistrate's orders.
Well, I'm not tossing this one away.
What is it, citizen?
Can we talk about Centilia? Are you the one threatening Virgil, right? Yeah.
What? Absolutely not. I know someone's been threatening him, and I'm not happy about it. But I can assure you, it isn't me.
Fair enough. Talk about Centilia?
What business is that of yours?
Looking for
A
it.
lot of people have been looking for her. But it's been 3 weeks, and we've found nothing. What makes you think you can do better?
Sometimes fresh eyes help. Sounds like you don't want me looking for her.
No, it's not that. We all care for Scintilla. She is, or was, a lovely young woman. But I learned long ago not to dwell on things beyond my control. Or to try not to, anyway. But I don't want to seem obstructive.
What's something else? Do you know anything suspicious?
Scintilla was always a kind, well-behaved young woman. I admit, her disappearance really caught me off guard. If anyone knows something,
Yeah.
I'd expect
2
it
cups
to
for
be
everyone
Cynthia,
is too much.
Malleolus, Claudia, or Domitius. But none of them will tell me anything. You might fare better though, I suppose.
Give her like a cup and a half for a cup. That's always worked with my brother.
Fine.
And he does really good rice.
All right.
Right. Rufius. Where the fuck is... I never know where Rufius is. I guess it does depend a little bit on the rice, yes. It does depend on the rice a bit, but... That's always worked pretty well for most rices. Hey, there he is.
Name's Rufius. Better watch your step.
About your rheumatism.
What business is that of yours?
Figured out a treatment. Eat a pinch of this willow bark and you should feel better in no time.
Willow bark. And this will work? Oh, thank God. Finally, some relief. This is what I've been praying for. Maybe God hasn't abandoned me after all. Thank you. I've been in a lot of pain lately.
Oh yeah, cleaning the water,
Rheumatism.
cleaning the rice beforehand
These
helps too.
Cursed statues always watching in the crisis of faith. It was too much. Started messing with my head. This is exactly what I needed to set it straight again. I owe you one.
Okay. You ever find a Roman plaque?
No idea what you're talking about.
Come on, you owe me one, remember?
All right. After this, we're square.
Right, but I'll go back in time and
I
fix it
think I
again.
have
It's fine.
seen that plaque. Sorry I lied. Can't be too careful these days. Head into the caves behind the theater. Turn right again. Oh, and here. You'll need this key.
Okay.
You didn't get that from me.
Got it. Thanks. You the one threatening Virgil?
No idea what you're talking about?
I know it was you.
Yeah? Prove it.
Alright, I'll be going.
See you around.
Okay. Next time I'll get my. You owe me one for the next time, Luke. I'll get mine then. Right. To just save Rufus from Christianity. Oh, for lucky. Prove it later. Right. Theater. Where the fuck is the theater? Is that the theater? Muscle pain, Christianity. What's the difference? Ooh, is this a secret? That is not a secret path. No, can't hear anything. Now that's a temple, not a theater. And there's a path behind the temple, but not a path behind the theater. Unless that's a theater. I mean, there is a key back here, so we'll try just in case. No, okay, so that definitely isn't for that one. Is that the fear, the place they vote? Oh, yeah, I guess the fears were quite open, the Roman ones, weren't they? I was thinking like a theater like that I'm used to. Nope. You did a good job getting them all hit and stuff. That was very well done. Right, okay. So, behind the theater. I guess this is a theater. Like, oh. Behind the... Okay, that would work. Yeah, I know about the priestess. You chat with the priestess. What's That counts as behind the theater. Who's the guy that we killed? He's some assassin who's after Malleus. Go right. And then, no. Then right again. Ah, here we go. They carved the fish into it. Maybe you saw someone play. Maybe you've seen someone play this in Skyrim, because you know it was a modern Skyrim. Those damn Christians carving fish into the beautiful Roman statues. Always with the fish. Always with the fish. Wooden carving with a symbol of a fish carved into it. Looks like it might be religious in nature. Freaking fish, man. What is with the fish thing? Is it to do with the Jesus fish thing? I don't actually know what the fish thing means, or what it's about. I think I remember learning about it in school, but I don't think I paid any attention. I would assume it's the feeding of the 5,000 thing, yeah. A lot of apostles of fishermen. Yeah, they have been talking about Christian like it's a cult thing. I'm curious now. Let's all look see. What does the fish? What does the fish symbol mean? Yeah, there it is. Ithacus. In the Greek is a symbol consisting of two intersecting arcs, the ends of the right side extending beyond. Symbols adopted by early Christians as a secret. Okay, so it was originally like a secret symbol. So yeah, like it was used in this then, like a secret symbol. Oh, actually, it's called the Jesus fish. See, it's known colloquially as the sign of the fish or the Jesus fish, which is I just came out with that because I was like, oh, it's a Jesus fish thing, right? That actually is a thing people call it, the Jesus fish. That's hilarious. It was a Greek thing adopted by Christians. It's also a reference to the miracle of the loaves and fishes thing. Ah, okay. The Jesus fish. Plaque bearing in Latin inscription, Pluto, father of riches. Ooh, take it. We have one of the plaques. Jesus fish sounds like something you'd say if you didn't know what, if you were like, fucking Jesus fish. It's just, it sounds like one of those things you just be like, when you can't think of what it's actually called. Oh, I don't know. What are we gonna do? Scribble the fucking Jesus fish in there or something like that. Oh yeah, okay. I was just being flippant when I called it the Jesus fish. I didn't realize it was actually, people just call it the Jesus fish. Figured they'd have like a better name for it. You're like, man, Jesus fish is a good name. Let's just stick with Jesus fish. Yeah, all right. Jesus. Ah, it's a different way in. Without the key. Man, it's cool. There's like multiple ways to get like through areas in this. Like, there's like talking to people getting stuff, and then there's like just climbing over things to get there, and it's great. I love that. Oh my god, Jesus Christ, that scared the shit out of me.
Vote for Malleolus for a free drink at my tavern.
Is that like code?
Oh, you're here. And there's a... Oh, I see. You prefer the company of men.
Yep, that's me.
I take back. Let's just...
Looking for Kabash.
Not for a few weeks now.
Georgia, sorry.
I remember the what? Certainly.
Any interesting gossip?
Have you met Livia? She used... Now,
Yes. There's another time.
I hear that if Malleolus is elected, he's gonna throw a...
Yes. Alright, that's good.
Whatever you like.
Thank you.
All right.
Cerberus lifts his triple head and lets out
Kind of
his
just been
threefold
ignoring
ray.
Livia because I'm just like, you make me uncomfortable being around you. I don't know what to deal. I don't know how to deal with you.
Hello? Hello?
We met before. About that Greek plaque in your cell.
Do you like it? It's shiny, innit? It makes me happy just looking at it.
Can I have it?
But if I gave it to you, then I wouldn't have it anymore.
Yeah, that's what giving
And
things to people is.
I'd be sad.
Dobby. I give you a sock, you'll be free. What's it take for you to give it to me?
Well, if you get me out of here, then I wouldn't need it anymore because I'd already be happy. Then you could have it, and you'd be happy too.
Alright.
Galerius already tried that. He said the magistrate wouldn't listen, no matter what. Like, Galerius?
Well, maybe Mallory.
I don't think he liked. Yeah, Galerius will let me out. Then you can have my plaque, and everyone will be happy.
Talk about your treasure.
My friend Hannibal used to look after me.
Yeah,
He
we've said
said
this.
he gave me this key. All I remember now, nobody looks after.
Fair enough. And your way out
You're
of here?
going to let me out of here.
So if you know a way, actually, if you know a way out of here.
Oh.
Okay. Never mind. What do you think about the golden rule?
Go.
Oh, good. Why am I even talking to you? Never mind.
Bye-bye.
Well, why am I trying to talk to you?
Ah, a new face. I hear we have...
Okay, he's got nothing new to tell. Right, so I think we have to talk to this guy about something.
Greetings
About
and
Cabal?
salutations. Greetings. I'm Georgie.
I know. Right. Looking for Gabash.
Ah, I knew this day would come. I do not wish to lie to you, my friend, but even discussing this matter is dangerous. Please, let us live the life
Why is he in
goals
jail?
safely beneath the ash.
Because he was breaking into places, obsessed for trash. Obviously, he's not all there, and he was the person who was looking after him died, and then he was breaking into places looking for treasure, not intendingly to do it, but they were worried that if he keeps wandering around, he's going to accidentally break a golden rule, so they just kind of locked him up because he's a bit of a liability, basically. I get it, it's cruel, but I get it. They're like, right, if we just keep letting this guy wander around, he's probably going to get us all killed, so just stick him in a prison for now. We'll work out what to do with him later. You can trust me, we foreigners have to stick together, remember?
Very well, but the magistrate would not look kindly upon this, so please keep it to yourself. For several months now, I have been sneaking out at night to worship the gods of my ancestors in the temple of Demeter.
Oh my god,
Each
secret
day,
worship.
I leave offerings of
What a
food
dirty
in the
bastard.
hope that we may have a bountiful harvest, and yet the next day when I return, the food is missing.
Okay, how is that a problem?
The offering, it is symbolic, you see. It is never eaten.
It's a waste of food.
So I ask, who or what is devouring the food in this temple? Stranger still. Once I sat in front of my shop like the 100-eyed Argus until dawn to see if I could spot a thief going in. But do you know what I saw?
Oh my god, what?
Nothing. Nobody entered. And yet when I went to take a look, my offering was gone. It is bizarre, is it not? When I told my friend Kabash of this at the tavern, he offered to help investigate. He went in, and to my dismay, he was never seen again.
Okay, where is the temple?
It is the only Greek temple in the city.
I don't know,
Head
that doesn't mean
towards the
anything to
baths,
me.
And it is the last building on your right.
Okay, I'm off to the Temple of Demeter then.
I do not think you should pursue this, my friend. It would break my heart to be
It's
responsible
like,
for two
it's only
people
Greek temple.
disappearing.
What is that? That doesn't mean anything to me.
Strike me as the kind of person to be deterred by such warnings. So just be careful, I beg you.
You're like saying to me, it's like, it's the Egyptian one. Right, cool. Unless it's got a picture that says this is Egyptian outside of it, I'm gonna have any idea. Although that does stand out compared to everything else, to be fair. I actually never paid attention to these pillars. Okay. Well, this place is looking pretty messy in here. Greek statue probably of the goddess to whom this temple is dedicated. Perhaps a local Greek resident knows more about her. Oh, this is oh, hello. It's a little creepy. Painted Greek vase depicting some kind of battle. Crumbling Greek sculpture of a woman. Clearly this has been here a long time. Alright, keep my eye out in case we get any more peeled statues or anything. Damn it. I keep fucking up when I'm picking stuff up for no way. Greek lyre played by being strummed with a plectrum. Really? Oh. Okay.
Come and join me by the fire.
Okay.
Welcome, welcome. May I ask your name?
When you enter the ground and there was a skeleton, can your bow kill them? Yeah. So what those skeletons were, apparently, Kosha, is they are the gold statues, but there's this woman in this town who could hear them whispering, and so she wanted to save the people, because basically she realized that there were people stuck in the statues who were still alive, which is horrible enough, but so she decided to peel off the golden statue to free them. But when she did that, the gold in the statue had basically become their skin, so she peeled off their skin, which created a bunch of nightmare things that were like just muscle and skeleton and half statue. So they were still alive, but they were like, she basically just tore off their skin, essentially. So they were just running around, gone crazy, essentially, because they're just half dead statue skeleton people. So when you shoot them with the bow, you turn them back into gold, and you kill them, so they don't. But apparently killing them is okay. Whatever reason, whatever the rule is behind not killing people, doesn't refer to the people as statues. They don't care about them. But yes. She went a bit crazy. She wanted to peel off the skin off of the most beautiful woman she'd ever seen, so she started practicing on all the other statues, created a bunch of crazy skeletons, panicked when we appeared, peeled the skin off of the person. It's kind of gross. It does look quite gross up close. I'm Crandall.
It's a sincere pleasure to meet you. Tell me, what brings you all the way down here?
Yeah, I guess they've been sinned and already punished, so they don't care if they don't care about them anymore. Looking for Kabash?
Ah, Kabash. I know this man. He came through here some weeks ago. I will tell you everything I know, but first, a request. I've been living down here alone for many years.
Why?
With nobody to talk to but myself. The one thing I long for above all else before I die is a good philosophical argument with somebody astute. I'm hoping that person is you.
God,
Let
yes.
us find out.
This is what I
with a
wanted.
simple question. Have you deduced the name of the god responsible for the Golden Rule?
It's just be like, yes, this is what I came down here for. A philosophical debate with a strange old man. Pluto, god of the underworld.
Excellent. I see you are indeed quite astute.
Here's
Very
Wikipedia,
few come
have
to
fun.
that realization before
Here's
their
a
time
forum
is up.
of pseudo-intellectuals.
Now,
Have a
will
lot of
you
fun.
Join me in a friendly Socratic dialogue.
Look, head to Reddit. There's so many r/pseudo-intellectual forums. You'll have so much fun. Sounds easy enough if I have to.
Good enough for me. Now, let me begin with a question. Would you say you know the difference between right and wrong?
I'm not sure. That's a complex question.
You are an overthinker too. We're the same then. It is probably.
I'm gonna try
why
and
we
appeal
became
to his
friends.
fucking
But if you
philosophizing
struggle with
nature.
right and wrong normally, then down here with the Golden Rule, surely your struggle can only have become more difficult.
It is.
Well, that's reassuring. And the truth is, you're not alone. You see, out there in the world, being uncertain about right and wrong was acceptable, because our mistakes rarely had consequences. So we would tell lies and bend rules and turn a blind eye and rationalize, and yet still find a way to think of ourselves as good people. But under the Golden Rule, morality matters. the slightest wrongdoing could result in a mass execution.
Although, I mean, the golden rule seems very
So to
flexible.
navigate this maze,
That's what
we
I'm
would have
feeling.
to be certain about the difference between right and wrong. Wouldn't you agree?
I don't know, man. This golden rule seems very flexible. Whose version of right and wrong?
That is an excellent question, and it leads directly to my next line of inquiry. So let me ask you this. Is there one system of morality which is always perfectly correct, which you could follow in every situation and always do the right thing?
I think philosophy's fun, but constantly trying to philosophize everything is just so annoying. When you're just trying to just have a normal conversation, someone just tries to pull this on you, you're like, dude, I don't fucking care. It's there's a time and a place, you know? I'm sure maybe a cave under some kind of nightmare fucking Hades realm is the place, I guess. Is there one system of morality which is always perfectly correct, which you could follow in every situation and always do the right thing? No.
Are you sure? Or is it possible that humans simply haven't figured out the right system yet?
See, now kosher does it constantly. Suppose we haven't figured it out yet. There's no such thing as a correct morality.
So is it up to each of us to decide what right and wrong?
I don't know what I'm
mean
saying
to
now.
us
I've lost track of what
Or
my
must we simply
line of
follow
thought
the
was here, so now I'm just
customs?
answering things. Wait, I've changed my mind. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just saying things to try and I'm like that guy in the MTV Music Awards where I'm just like vis-a-vis concordantly. Ergo. So, wait, I want to change my answer. I'm confused. So, is it up to each of us to decide what right and wrong means to us individually, or must we simply follow laws and customs of whichever community we're in? Sir, this is a Wendy's. I'm just I want to. It'd be like I'd like a burger. But what is a burger? You're like, ah, dude, I just want a fucking burger. I don't want to discuss the philosophy of what a burger is. Two good things are good things that happen to you. If only it was so simple. We need to decide for ourselves. Sure, I'll pick that one.
So if a man feels that stoning to death his unfaithful wife
No!
is right,
Damn it!
then is it
Oh,
right?
I knew he'd turn it on me. No, that's absurd.
I agree. But why? Didn't you just
Well,
say
I don't
right
know
and
what I'm
wrong
talking
depends
about,
on the
clearly, do I? I'm way out of my depth here. If he feels it's right to kill his wife, then he's confused. Fine, I take it back.
And that's a credit to you. It is the mark of a civilized person to change their position when presented with a superior argument.
Oh god, that's like the antithesis of the internet, that is. Hi, I have said an opinion on the internet. Someone has proved me wrong, but instead of backing down and changing my opinion, I'm going to double down on what I originally said and stubbornly just continue to put my argument as the correct one. Even though I'm questioning myself in my head if I'm right, I will not admit this to anyone. What's your point?
My point is this. I don't think anyone alive truly knows any hard and fast rules about right and wrong.
The more wrong you are, the more firmly you have to state your beliefs. If the more wrong you are, the louder you have to get until eventually the person who may have actually made a good point to you just gives up because you've just shouted at them so much that they can't be bothered to deal with you anymore. That's the goal of internet arguments. It's not to debate things. It's to shout at each other until one of you backs down because they're bored of shouting at each other. That's the goal of all internet arguments. and then after your argument's done, you then need to go onto a forum where everyone agrees with you and create, the echo chamber, so you can all bounce off each other until you're so certain that you're right that you'll probably end up killing for it. Dun, 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 dun. And then you've created an extremist. Let's go. I'm not sure about that. What about do not kill?
Surely you would agree there are circumstances where an exception may be made, such as where it is necessary for self-defense or to prevent.
I'm ranting. I am.
For any rule you can imagine.
I feel like to philosophize, I need like someone to bounce off of.
Suspended, and those situations are impossible to codify. If there is one thing I have observed about rules, it is that virtuous people do not need
Ranting's just passive aggressive philosophy. I like that.
And so we must accept our limitations, and the sad truth that no human society will ever achieve the utopia for which it strives. In mathematics, we would call it an asymptote, a line that can be approached but never reached. Because the only way to create a utopia is with the ever-present threat of force, such as the Golden Rule. This and no other is the root from which a tyrant springs when he first appears as a protector. And life under tyranny is no utopia at all.
I actually was watching a Netflix series about tyrants. It's called like The Tyrant's Handbook or something like that. It was kind of interesting. I was hoping it would be a bit more interesting than it was, but it was okay. Life under tyranny is no utopia at all. That's true.
I'm glad to hear that. In any case, thank you for humoring an old man. I would be happy to answer your questions.
It was kind of a documentary, but it was like presented as if you wanted to be a tyrant. It was like this is the rule book of how to be a tyrant. Basically, it was like, it was okay. It just wasn't quite as interesting as I was hoping for. But it was narrated by Peter Dinklage, so that was cool. How to be a monster. Yeah, but I mean, it was obviously presented kind of tongue-in-cheek. Not like literally like, hey, you want to be a tyrant? It was, I'm sure some people would take it wrong, but it was designed more as like you'd have to be a fucking awful person to be a tyrant, basically. I think it focused on Hitler, Stalin, the just general line of North Korean dictators. There's someone whose name I can't remember, and that one of those tyrants that ended up getting like pulled apart by his own people. Was it Gaddafi? I think Gaddafi was one of them. Yeah, no, it wasn't like old tyrants. It was more like World War II onwards era tyrants kind of stuff. No, I don't think they covered Mao. Pol Pot. I think they mentioned Pol Pot. There was a guy. Oh God, God, I think it was it was somewhere on the African continent. I don't know. I feel like there's so many tyrants down there. I have fucking no idea. I can't remember now. It was I was like watching it whilst also playing Final Fantasy 14, so I wasn't like fully taking it in. It's like mixed, like the Tyrant's Handbook is now mixed in with Final Fantasy 14, and it's like confusing my brain. I'm like, it's like Hitler was crafting some wood, making some armor, and I'm like, wait a minute, no, hang on a minute. Hitler wasn't making armor. What's happening? Wait, hang on. Hitler was a botanist? No. Stalin was mining? No, that was Final Fantasy 14. I guess it all mixes me up. It's all splodged up in my head. Right, what's your story?
You mean, how did I end up living alone in this
Back
cave
to this
with
guy.
nothing but these relics of the past for company? It's a long story.
I'm listening.
I was a quarrelsome young man. At 19,
No,
I
listen.
left Corinth for Rome to study rhetoric at one of her finest academies, so I could argue more forcefully. Back then, I used to enjoy verbally sparring with everyone I could, and I was good.
I think Gaddafi.
One
They
night I
think.
found myself in
I think they said of Gaddafi that he started off with probably good intentions,
It
but he
became
kind of just
heated. He
came
drew a
really
gladius,
corrupted and awful
and I
by
won
the
the
end.
argument, but lost my life. I woke up on the banks of the Styx at a campfire opposite Karen. Of course, I tried to persuade her to let me return, but even with all my skill,
He did
I
do
failed.
stuff, but
I settled in,
at the same
made
time,
friends, and learned what I
he
could.
kind of ended up.
Quickly realizing
He
how
ended up
little
believing in
community
himself too
faced
much.
certain death under the Golden Rule. So I began looking for a place to hide underground. Fortunately, I found this place waiting for me. You see, I was not the first to take refuge here. I returned to my friends above, persuaded them to join me, and 12 of us descended for the last time to live out our days hidden from Hades' tyranny.
Right, hang on a minute. What was it? It's gonna say Tyrant's Handbook. I'm just curious what the other one was. Oh, Saddam Hussein was one of the ones they covered. He was fucking awful. Like, really awful. And the other one was the one I'd never heard of before. Idi Amin. I think that was the one. Of Uganda, president of Uganda. That was the other one. He seemed pretty fucking terrible as well. I never heard of him before. Hades, you mean Pluto?
They're one and the same. The Romans call him Pluto, but long before that, my people called him Hades.
And why can't you return to the surface?
My generation was wiped out, turned to gold, many years ago. My friends and I were able to avoid the same fate by hiding down here. I think it's safest to assume that if I was to return, Hades would realize that his furies hadn't finished the job. And he'd
I
send
mean,
them
Hades is not
after
all
me
knowing if he
again.
can't see you in a cave down here, apparently. Why can't you tell me your name?
I fear that if you were to utter my name in the city, even by mistake, that Hades would hear you and know I am still alive.
Don't be surprised if this is somehow fucking Zeus. Just chilling in a cave pretending to be a hermit. Where is everyone else?
I'm afraid I am the only one left. There were 12 of us in the beginning, but one by one, my friends passed away. Some from malnutrition, others from madness and despair. It has been lonely. Before my unexpected visit from Kabash some weeks ago, I'd not seen another person in
not trying to
many,
bang you.
many years.
He's just like, yo, bro, now that we've chatted, just whips his dick out. Whoa! And just like it's like that scene in where they open the suitcase and it's glowing gold, but it's just his dick. You're like, whoa. BDE, man. This guy's radiating big dick energy. How have you survived down here?
Living in darkness is not without its challenges. The first challenge is diet. Fortunately, I found that eating fresh fish provides most of the nutrients I need. And sometimes, when there are Greek people living up above, I surface at night and salvage the offerings they've left in the temple of Demeter. The greater challenge is the isolation. So I like to imagine arguments, where I argue both sides. But, like so many things in life, arguments are better with a partner.
I don't know. I find the idea that if you believe in like these insanely powerful godlike beings, that the idea that they wouldn't know everything that's going on all the time anyway seems kind of strange to me.
As you wish.
Do you know a way out of here?
Ha! If I did, would I be living like this?
What do you think about the golden rule?
Did we not discuss it at length already? Oh, I see. You're toying with me. Ha!
Am I? Oh, I was just asking. Do you know where I can find a plaque that was removed from the obelisk?
You seek the plaque bearing the Egyptian inscription.
That's the one.
It is a cursed object, and I would be happy to give it to you if Kabash had not already taken it.
All right, then where's Kabash?
I will tell you, but you may find him hostile. To prepare for your encounter, there are certain things you must know.
Right.
Very few know this, but before the Romans came to this city, it was once entirely Greek. The architecture, the temples, and the people. When the Romans came, in typical fashion, they claimed it as their own, built over everything that could be built over, and renamed the things that could not. Thus, the Shrine of Persephone became the Shrine of Proserpina. And when they found an obelisk bearing the name Hades, they tore it off and replaced it with Pluto instead. And the city's dwindling Greek residents, witnessing this compulsive Roman conquest, decided to preserve what they could of their heritage. They gathered their art.
Why did the Romans just copy the Greeks and just change the names then? They just literally just like, you made this? We made this. Hades? You made that? No, Pluto. Now we made it. Now it's our thing. Bibles. Secret them away through the temple to mid and hid them here to reach the Romans. Movie so far.
However, there was one thing that always seemed out of place to me, and it is the very thing.
Do you reckon the Egyptians are here pre the Greek?
Bearing an Egyptian inscription.
What did it say?
We had no idea until years later, when the first of my friends began to die. As a result of their deaths, we began to dig catacombs branching off from this cavern to lay them to rest. We extended the tunnel so far that we accidentally discovered another, an even older tunnel, which somebody had gone to great lengths to keep hidden. Suddenly it made sense why there was an out-of-place Egyptian plaque among our people's possessions. You see, we proud Greeks had thought the Romans beasts for stealing and corrupting our heritage. But it turns out this game has been going on much longer than
we're all just doing it, baby.
I think it is best you head through the catacombs and follow Kabash's trail.
What's in there?
There are certain things you must see for yourself.
Okay.
Take this key. You'll need it to open the gate.
All right. Where we going now?
I enjoyed our chat, but please, keep my presence here a secret, yes?
So surely I could kill you down here and Hades wouldn't know. All right, I will.